If you are already familiar with taking courses on the Udemy platform, then you know that every course has a Q&A or question and answer forum that accompanies the course. The Q&A forum is a really great supplemental learning opportunity, and I encourage you to take advantage of it. Definitely search through the Q&A forum for your question. If you have any questions or if you're looking for more information, you can search through all the other questions that all the other students have posted to this course. And of course, you see all of my answers. Now, if you have a question and it's not listed already in the Q&A forum, then of course you should feel free to post a question. I try to respond to all questions within 1 or 2 days. You will have to forgive me. Sometimes it takes a little bit longer if I'm traveling or particularly busy, but I try to respond to all the questions fairly quickly. Now, if you want to get a good, helpful response from me, if you really want me to help you, then you need to phrase your question carefully. You have to be specific, ideally including a screenshot. You can upload images onto the Q&A post, or you can paste in your code using the code formatting tool. I will show you this in a moment. And it's even better if you can tell me in your post which video you're referring to and the timestamp where your question is relevant to. That helps me locate exactly what you're referring to, and then I can easily clear up any confusion or give you some additional pointers in a much more efficient manner. So here I am at the Udemy site, and this is this course. Now, your side might look a little bit different depending on your browser, and this is the instructor side, and you're looking at this from the student side. Nonetheless, it will look fairly similar. So you have the video here. You can see a couple of different options here. There's the overview. This is not terribly interesting. This just tells you a bit about the course. And then here you can click on the Q&A option here. So you can see there are many questions that have already been asked in this course. Here, these are the questions for all the lectures. You can also select just the current lecture. And here you can see some other questions that other students have asked about this particular lecture. So, and you can also search through all questions for keywords. Now, if you want, you can ask a new question. You click here, ask a new question. And Udemy will first ask whether this is related to the course content or something else. So most of the time you're going to be asking a question about course content, so you can continue. And you can see this is also telling you a little bit about, or basically telling you what I just said, which is search through the Q&A, be detailed, provide screenshots, messages, code, and so on. And then it also gives you, a suggestion for what to put in the body, which is to say, at this timestamp, I didn't understand this part, blah, 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 and so on. So here is the title that you can use, and here is where you put in your question. I just want to show you, you can say, hi, Mike. Well, okay, you don't need to be. So this isn't like an email. You can just start with your question. I tried the following, but got stuck, so on. So now we can write some codes. Let's say m equals mean, I don't know, whatever we're doing. So now this is code here. So now I'm going to select this text, which I want to look like code, and then press this button here. This is the code formatting tool. And notice that changes how it looks. Now it's in a different font, and this is particularly useful if you have multiple lines of code. So for example, I can highlight these multiple lines of code, and then we get this really nice code formatting. And this actually is great because this makes it really easy for me to just copy this code and paste it directly into Matlab. This is the best way for you to help me help you. So to sum up, the Q&A forum is a great supplementary resource. I encourage you to take advantage of it. Keep in mind that if you ask question that lacks any detail or any relevance to the course, I'm probably not going to respond, or I will just respond by asking you to give me more detail. So please be specific, include a screenshot or paste your code, and I will happily respond to your questions in 1 or 2 days.